Contestant number 4, Balakrishnan Subramaniam, Unknown Angels. Unknown Angels, Balakrishnan Subramaniam.
May I request everybody to close your eyes for a moment and imagine that you're standing on a cliff in a darkest place. If I ask you to move, where would you move? To your left, right, forward, or backwards? Open your eyes. Many times in our life, we are in that same situation that we do not know what is our next move is. We ask for help. Mostly you will hear, be positive. Tell me, if you do not know what is your next step is, how can you be positive? Mr. Contest Chair and my dear fellow Toastmasters, what is positivity? Let me take you back to 2004, the year that I traveled to the United States for the first time in my life. To give you background, I grew up in a small town. Do you remember back in days when plane is in the sky, children will be running and screaming, aeroplane, aeroplane, aeroplane. I was one among them. I haven't even taken a train to go out of the town. It was not only my first trip to the United States, I was the first person in my entire family to come to the United States. I was so proud. When I landed in San Francisco airport, it was around 11 o'clock in the night, and the airport was big, bright, and beautiful. With pride in my heart and a suitcase in my hand, I began to trot into the railway station platform. I was proud, but I wasn't prepared. I did not know which train to take to go to my destination. There was an elderly lady standing next to me. I asked her, excuse me, ma'am, could you please tell me which train to take to go to Alameda? She asked me a ticket. Very innocently, I handed over my boarding pass. She clearly understood that I was lost. Then she made a great gesture. She purchased me a ticket. She not only purchased me a ticket, she took me to the train operator and asked him to drop me at the station that I need to get on. I thanked her as I onboarded the train. The train was crowded. At every station, the train operator waved at me to say not to get on until the station that I need to get on. He could have easily missed me in that crowd, but he made sure that I got down at the right station. I waved a thank you at him as I offboarded the train. It was past midnight when I came out of the station. It was raining and the streets were deserted. I did not know where to go, left, right, forward. Now, with fear in my heart, suitcase in my hand, I began to cross the street. To add to my fear, the wheels in the suitcase made this tuck, 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 tuck. Whoa! The car that just passed by almost hit me because I was crossing on red. My fear multiplied. Dirt on my clothes, tear-stained face. I prayed to God. When I opened my eyes, there was a light. It was a shop. I ran to the shop, knocked on their door, desperately looking for help. A gentleman opened the door for me. He could have avoided me at that point of the time, but he not only opened the door, he arranged me a taxi to go to my hotel. At around 2 o'clock in the night, finally I have arrived at my hotel. But the doors were closed. I was frustrated, I was angry, and I was tired. I looked for help. all that I could see is a phone and a board with big bold letter, call 911. I called 911, thinking that's a hotel's telephone number. A lady answered, "What's your emergency?" "Ma'am, I'm in front of your hotel. Could you please open the door for me?" She didn't answer a word, but she might have called somebody. A lady came running, unlocked the door for me. Without even saying thank you, I hung the phone. After 25 hours of flight journey and 3 more hours of emotional trauma, I could only remember that I saw the bed before I went asleep. My dear friends, you could have understood that I could not have made it to the hotel during my first visit to the United States had there not been those 4 unknown angels. The elderly lady who purchased a ticket for me, the train operator who dropped me at the right station, the shop owner who arranged a taxi for me, and the 911 operator who empathetically handled the situation. You could be in that same situation that you do not know the place, you do not know the people, and you do not know what is your next move is. But remember, angels are around us. Angels are besides us, and angels are within us. Now, if I may ask you to close your eyes once more and think you are in the darkest place, standing on a cliff. Now your hands are held by an angel. And if I ask you to move, where would you move? Mr. Congress Chair.